Janet to Akintunde, and he's done well to give Bone the slip. Here's Akintunde, he's got McElhenney on his inside. Akintunde still. Akintunde gets the cross in, oh, and it's 2-2. It's 2-2. Brilliant goal from a Derry City perspective. Disappointing from a Dundalk one, though.
Very poor defending again. Sam Bone guilty the same mistake that Andy Boyle made in the first half. He's tried to nip in front of Akintunde out wide. No need for it. Stay behind him, shepherd him back. And once he skipped by him, he's got to the end line and put from there on in. It's very similar to the first goal. He's got to the end line, good ball in, just there. There's no need to go and win that ball.
Well, it's been a great game at Oriel Park tonight. Really enthralling and engaging. And, well, it's taken another twist. And Derry City are level. And it's that man.
On either side, that comes in the 54th minute. That's better. Kavanagh. So let's just lay it in. Is that a penalty? Yes! Well, every ball we've seen so far, pretty much from free kicks, has been floated into the area. This one, short passing ball into the area, and Derry get a penalty.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, look, it's a great little ball inside. He's taking it. Jack Byrne is there. He's just trying to get in over him, and again, he's just got the touch in the back of the heel. And once he got touched at all, he's gone down.
So Will Patching, short run up. Alan Manus throws like a cat on the line. Can he save this one? Hitch kick, goal. Nicely done by Will Patching, and Derry City take the lead in the 50th.
And we were comfortable doing it, so we shouldn't fear anything.
Kavanagh to McGonigal. Oh, Lopez has given it away, and here's McGonigal. He's going to have to do this all on his own now. Here's McGonigal! Just as Bob was saying, they'd be happy with a 1-1 draw with the champions. A mistake by Lopez, who gives the ball away to McGonigal, and he crashes it past Manus, having doing it all himself. It's Derry 2, Shamrock Rovers 1.
McGonigal had an awful lot to do, but he backed himself, and he took it from his right side and he took it into his inside, and he put a left-footed shot into the top corner. It was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, you see it again. He's having a look. There's no one on. He's flicked it inside. He's had a look. Top bins. Different class.
Unfortunately, we got
great ball in. Save from there. It's fallen off from Pat McElhenney. It's a scrappy ball. We did think we come from some scrappy jail. It has. Pat McElhenney in his second spell of Derry City. Great ball in. Save from there. It's fallen off from Pat McElhenney.
As Gareth quite rightly pointed out, Derry were going to go three at the back, so they have gone with McElhenney, Toll and McJanet.
Well, I have to say,
Thompson dropping deep. Jamie McGonigal gets on the end of it, shifts on his left foot, and then buries it into the bottom corner. That's a wonderful move. I think it was Brandon Kavanagh who got the touch under his feet, just on the edge of the 18, but it was all down to McGonigal to finish, and it's an early goal for Derry, an early indication that they mean business here tonight, Gareth.
Yeah, it's exactly what Higgins would have wanted. In fairness to him, it wouldn't have been the start that he wanted in the first 3 minutes, but after that, the first chance, great chip into the what a touch from Patching, unbelievable. And then I have to say, you know every day of the week Jim McGonigal's going to stitch that away.
He's coming in, he's got acres of grass in front of him, tries to play the ball over the top, was caught being Jamie McGonigal's beating the offside trap. Jamie McGonigal very coolly just slots it on the bottom corner, despite the attempts of Keith Cowan. Show great composure there, Gareth. They make the score. Derry City 2, Drogheda United 0.
Absolutely. Again, we've seen it the whole way through the first half. Those long balls in behind Massey and Cowan, they're causing real problems. And Jim McGonigal, he's got away from him. Massey has just come off his head, and he's done really well to be composed to just slide it past the keeper.
To see as the ball's played out at the fence, it just went over the top. Cowan could do nothing about it, even though he was scampering in, trying to pick up Jamie McGonigal. McGonigal does really well. Dummigan spraying the ball out to that right hand side. Danny Lafferty's control is good. He just brings it infield to Patching. Might have to shift onto his left foot. He does. He gets his shot away.
Get on, yeah.
It's in the bottom corner.
Great finish. What a goal.
So after 4 minutes, which was exactly the same minute that Derry scored on Monday night against Drogheda United, they've set their stall out early. Will Patching just shifted onto his right foot from the outside of the 18-yard box and put it past the outstretched left hand of Joseph Anang to make the score. Derry City 1, St Pat's 0.
Excellent finish. Just comes inside that right foot, and that we know what he can do with that right foot. It's absolutely deadly, and what a finish.
Lafferty.
Cameron McJanet,
left footed, gets his cross on the box, headed away by a Bankwa. Tony Foldy, Patching thought about the shot. Patching gets his shot away.
Yo!
Unbelievable
shot
from right footed. Well, Patching seems reminiscent of the victory here against Shamrock Rovers. But we have seen 3 stunning goals here tonight, 2 of them coming from Will Patching. That one, the pick of the bunch, it just puts Gravosti's goal to shame with such a strike.
Said about this team, Colin, they keep going. I've watched them too many times. I've seen them scoring late goals. That's why when I seen the board going up, I felt there was another chance in it for Derry. And then when this man lands in the ball outside,
bang.
Sure, boys wouldn't have been expecting to be battling with Rover in the similar league position, but that has been the start to the season so far. Horton, that's not a great header from him. Kavanagh's picked up the ball, goes all the way back to McJanet. That's a good cross from McJanet and a great header, and Derry have equalised.
Yeah, it's a fantastic ball. Like you see Kavanagh there, he was over the right hand side there a few minutes, now he's over the left hand side. Great ball back, great ball in. As I said, the ball in behind you, we're always going to get caught. Find the pressure. Like you have to keep playing the way you were playing to get your first goal. Like when you're fighting teams on like that, and when Matty Smith and Patrick McElhaney coming on also, like they were always going to get a chance, and they took it.
In the cross will come. It'll go to the far side, and it's in. It's James Akintunde. Derry have scored a last-minute winner, just like they did in this fixture last year. The flares are lit. The Derry fans celebrate. They've travelled so far to see their team, and they've just proven why.
Yeah. It's a City free kick from Rory Feely. I'd say Keith Long. I'll give him a bollock in there after the game. He was going nowhere. He's forced him back, and he just fouls the attacker, and he invites the ball.
And there it is.
That one's going to count.
Yeah, indeed. Will Patching with the free kick over the wall into the right corner, and Derry finally have the lead here at the UCD Bowl. 1-0 in the 22nd minute here of the second half. 16 game, it's been coming.
It's been coming, yes, just like Christmas, and unfortunately, it's happened. So.
Ooh, that was close there. Cameron Dummigan nearly gave the possession away in his own half, just very briefly. Derry nearly giving it away there, but they haven't, and they attack down the left hand side as they've done for most of the night.
Oh, and there's the second goal, and this time it's Ronan Boyce.
Yeah, in at the back post. That went through at least 2 UCD players there, and they couldn't get a touch on it, and the ball is in the back of the net, and that is, as they say, curtains down. That's the points going back up to the Ryan McBride Brandywell Stadium this evening. 2-0 now for Derry City.
Whatever chance you have of UCD scoring 1 goal, you've absolutely no chance of scoring 2.
No, not
just on the Finn Harp 6-yard box. Ball comes in now from Kavanagh. It's a dangerous one towards the near post, and it's headed in to that top corner, and I think that's McJanet who gets the goal. Great delivery by Kavanagh, great header. Derry 1, Finn Harps 0.
Yeah, great ball in again. Poor defending from Finn Harps to allow that ball just inside the post. You know, they've got themselves halfway through the half to give away a poor goal like that. I'm not sure who was picking him up, but he's got into that ball in behind the man in the hole, and he's just knocked it in, a powerful header into the box.
But 3 minutes left in regular time, 2 men standing over the ball.
Luke Rudden's just got to be careful there that he doesn't block Mark Anthony McGinley's view.
Oh, what a free kick that is by Derry, and that's exactly the danger that Patching can give from those set pieces. Brilliant free kick. McNamee went back to try get the head on it to clear it, but you just don't stop those, Joe.
No, that's brilliant play from Patching. You look at this. This is quality. Barry McNamee's behind the wall. He tries to get back in. You know, does he get in the way of Mark Anthony McGinley? There's not a lot of pace on it, but there's absolute precision.
Heads it in there, and a bit of head tennis goes on. Patching comes onto it again. Tries to lift in the path of James Akintunde. Akintunde seems to handle it there, brings it down, tries to get around and put the shot away. Akintunde with the goal. Seemed to be falling over. Shells will be absolutely furious. You can see Damien Duff. They are livid. They believe there was a handball in the build up to that move. But Akintunde spun, seemed to have fallen over Gareth, but just toe poked their path, and the deadlock has been broken.
Brilliant. He's used the runner as a decoy. He's cut inside, and I thought the defender was going to get there and block it, but he slid and he's got there. But I have to say, do not underestimate the quality here from Will Patching.
Boyd was
accidentally, it should be said, but referee again didn't say anything for it. Patching plays it across the boys, plays one inside to Thompson, and Thompson, will he get the shot away? He does! Oh, it's a great goal from Joe Thompson. Just created a little bit of space for himself and fired it in to Sam Long's bottom left hand corner with his right foot. Really good strike from Joe Thompson. We mentioned he'd already gotten one goal this season. Well, he's made it two. He scored in that opening game of the season against Dundalk, and he's repeated those here against
Patrick McElhinney. McElhinney looking for the run of Patching. Patching continues to run, gets on the 18-yard box. It's fallen to his feet, and there it is. Bottom corner, puts it past Lorcan Healy, despite Luke Burr's attempt to clear. First blood to Derry City in the 14th minute, and it's Will Patching who gives the Candy Stripes the lead here.
It's not feeling Tuesday night, is he?
You had to bring it up,
of course. I'm a huge Liverpool fan. I'll bring it up again in the second half, just once a half.
Jamie McGonigal gets in behind the defence. Easy slide and past Lorcan Healy. What a ball out of defence from Shane McElhinney, or Cameron Dummigan I think it was, who played the forward pass. But a great run by Jamie McGonigal, showed all the composure of a central forward striker, and he just waited on Healy to commit and put it past his outstretched arms. 2-0 Derry City in the
for this season. I think Derry have conceded 9, they've conceded 7. It's not a league that there's big goals in it in games, but
another mistake from Luke Burrell. Was Jamie McGonigal in the 18-yard box. McGonigal shifts past his man. He just waited for Sam Todd to commit as well. There you go. Derry City 3, UCD 0 in the 23rd minute. So 2 goals in as many minutes for Jamie McGonigal has seen his Barron spell put under the history books. It's no longer Barron. He's reaping the benefits of a weak UCD defence so far, and putting Derry City very firmly in the driving seat as their away goal counting in that fixture. But Kevin Deary and Kieran Martin had other plans during the final 45 minutes.
Yeah, they got to the Scottish Cup final, didn't they, that year?
Right,
and that's how they got Europe,
qualified.
I don't think they realised their...
Matty Smith, just floats it under the path of Cameron McJanet, who had continued his run. So Matty Smith with the assist, Cameron McJanet with the 4th goal. It's in the 34th minute. Derry City really laying down the law here against the students. And UCD go and get a point. It's a standout. So it's not as if they don't have it, that they can contain games and sort of... That's just a flashing shot. I don't believe it. Cameron Donegan from all 40 yards. He looked up. There was no pass on. Jamie McGonigal was trying to get in behind the back 4. And before half time, Cameron Donegan makes it 5-0 to Derry City. My apologies for talking over the top of the goal, but because when I looked up, I seen him. He just sort of looked up. He seen that there was an opening. Lorcan Healy spilled it. TV tonight. Enjoying the scoreline as well.
2v1, they're asleep.
Back with Patching. Patching
Great
drills it
ball,
on the back post. Oh, there he is. Ronan Boyce at the back post. He's onside. And he gets the 6th goal. So Derry City on course to get the 7th. And straight away, Rory Higgins looking to his substitutes. He's having a word with Alan Reynolds. Maybe thinking of making the change. But with 6-0 in this game, I think the game was over after 3-0. But Derry City certainly cementing the scoreline here. Derry City 6.
Just went on and said, I'm going to show the manager what I can do.
He's got nothing to lose, so why not? McElhinney in the centre of the park threads it through to Jamie McGonigal. McGonigal puts the head down against Michael Gallagher. It's a great finish from Jamie McGonigal to seal the hat-trick. Derry City 7, UCD 0, and it's Jamie McGonigal. We did say at the start of the second half that maybe he thought that tonight was his night to capitalise on a weak UCD defence. Derry City equalling that biggest win over the students in 2011. It's now Derry City.
Probably didn't think as much. But listen, Matty was part loose by Chris. Matthew was part of a really good team last year who had good success, second in the league, and obviously won the FAI Cup. So the problem with
possible chance here for Matty Smith. And that man we've just been speaking about, on his first return to Richmond Park after just the 4th minute, he was the St. Pat's top scorer last season, and Matty Smith has returned to Richmond to stab it home and give Derry City the perfect start.
Yeah, it's just a misplaced pass in the middle of the park from Chris. Not like him. He's tried to play a square pass to Adam O'Reilly, who just lit behind him, and you can see from I suppose from Rory Higgins' reaction there on the side of the pitch that it's probably a gift more so. It's a really good finish from Matty Smith, but you just don't expect Chris Forrester to give away the ball the way he did.
Part of the ground still being hit by the Friday evening April sunshine, and will that deflection work out for Derry? It might do, because it's dropped to Patrick McElhenney here, and that's a bit of a heavy touch. And O'Reilly gets round, but Kavanagh's dispossessed Birmingham and is still in possession here. And Derry do have men up. It's a nice cross in by Boyce, flicked away by Redden, but the danger's not gone because it's fallen to Smith, who's knocked it back to Patching. He wants to shoot with his right foot. He's gone back to his left now. Feeds it back to Matty Smith. 2-0 Derry, and there's no flag. It's Jamie McGonigal, the league's top scorer. He doesn't miss those, right in the goal line. Assist for Matty Smith. And McGonigal netted a hat-trick last week against UCD in top form in the league. That's a 9th league goal of the season for the Derry City striker.
He's now more central. Chris just lost it. It's footing.
It's a lovely pass. McGonigal could be 1v1 here. What a pass by Brandon Kavanagh. Jamie McGonigal's in, and he has made it. St. Patrick's Athletic 0, Derry City 3. A ruthless counter-attack from the league's top side, and it's McGonigal who's been in such good form, is second on the night. Of course, a hat-trick against UCD, and he wasn't going to miss that year. Great pass by Brandon Kavanagh. That's intercepted by Matty Smith, and it's Derry on the race here. He's got Patching on the overlap, and that's who he's decided to feed. It's Will Patching, who we know can strike from anywhere. Pats have done well to get bodies back around, and it's just fed back to Cameron Dummigan. What a brilliant goal for Derry City. It's 25-30 yards out. It's off the post and in. Dummigan, we spoke earlier on about his versatility, being able to play in either full-back position or in midfield. He's done a brilliant job in midfield tonight, and the former Dundalk man has scored for Derry to make it St. Pat's 0.
The delivery hasn't been great so far tonight. Kavanagh lofts it on, and Akintunde with a flighted header brings the game back into play for Derry City. He just waited and waited. The commentator's cursor was slitting the guys for their delivery of their crosses tonight. That was a pitch perfect cross, and James Akintunde just peeled away from his man. There's a bit of afters between Robbie Benson and Joe Thompson. Derry looking to get things back underway.
Very quick to smother the danger.
Patching over the top, looking for that run of McGonigal. And Thompson heads that down. Gary Buckley has to be careful. He hits that straight off Horgan. It comes to McGonigal, and it's 1-1. Just on the cusp of half-time.
That's
Derry
Jamie
City
McGonigal.
have
That's him
equalised.
all over. You can't give him a chance like that. Fantastic finisher, probably one of the best finishers in the league. You know, you give a player of that quality a chance like that, he'll take it with both hands. And just like I said, you could see Derry were having a little patch. Rovers just needed to get themselves together, see it into the half time and get themselves in.
That's an unfortunate mistake as well, Ralph, there from Gary Buckley, I think. But
the horizon for the time being as Will Patching prepares to take this free kick. He's went for the audacious. What a goal from Will Patching. Well, I spoke about the coolest man was Ollie Horgan moments ago. Will Patching looked up. He seen that Mark Anthony McGinley was off his goal line, and he went for the audacious. He struck it with power, really got the laces behind it. It's Derry City 1.
What a goal.
Van Harp's won in the 22nd minute. Sorry, Sean.
He's had a wee look as well, and I don't think anyone expected him to try it. But what a finish, what a goal, and it's just exactly what Derry and this crowd have needed.
Chink gives the signal. Again to the front post. Matty Smith trying to flick it on. He's going to leave it to Patching to deliver it back in. He does eventually deliver it back in. And it's a header. It's a brilliant header from the Derry captain, Owen Toole, to deny Van Hertz all 3 points of the death. The big centre half from Armagh gets a floated header past the outstretched arms of Mark Anthony McGinley. Derry City 2, Van Hertz 2. That will feel like a defeat despite a draw from a Van Hertz point of view. It's a breathing of sigh of relief from around. I see a guy's actually blessing himself in front of me, thanking God for that goal.